Karma is a very beautiful thing. There's not much mystery behind it. A lot of people say actions speak louder than words, but in truth, when it comes down to karma, it's all about your emotional place. For example, if I give you $5 and you expect me to pay you back, that karma of you expecting me to pay you back won't happen. I'll end up in a position where I can't do so. Now, if you give $5 to simply make sure someone's okay, the karma then comes back to you in some other way. That's the logical, very simple way to go about this. But I want to get into detail about karma because we are continuing a cycle that we shouldn't be. Everyone is. Now, karma is, again, a beautiful thing. And the reason why it's so beautiful is because depending on where you're coming from with your emotions and where your heart is placed can open up many doors that you desperately need and desperately deserve. I can say so much about this topic and I could go on for hours and hours, but I don't want to go on for hours and hours. I want to make sure that you, the listener, are able to get what it is that you need from me. So I would like to explain a little bit about myself and what I have learned from karma. Now, for my very close friends who know me very well, they know everything I've ever done, good or bad, smart or stupid, I've always said why I was doing it and the reason. If I ended up in a bad relationship, I knew absolutely exactly why I was doing it. I was going through a process of punishing myself due to a lot of low self-esteem and lack of love for my own behalf, and I knew what I was doing, and I was completely aware of what I was doing because I always kept it in mind. I always remembered my root value. Now, a lot of us don't remember that, and we end up having these fantastic high expectations of these people. You cannot give your trust or your love to somebody and expect that in return. It does not work that way. Trust and love are gifts. They're beautiful gifts, and it's really truly not yours to give or for the other person. You know, they cannot give that as well. When you want to trust and love somebody, it's just going to happen without any question at all. And oftentimes we meet people where that happens automatically and it scares us half to death and we don't understand it. Well, what that is called a soulmate, and it does not mean that it's romance. A soulmate is somebody who is cosmically aligned to you for your own comfort and their own comfort. It's just a wonderful blessing that you receive when you do everything that's necessary in order to receive these things. Now, the question on some people's minds is, well, how do I receive good karma? How do I get my true love? How do I have inner peace? And how can I get all of these things that I want for my soul? Very simple. Fall in love with this world. Forgive absolutely everything. Love everyone, everything, including bugs. You know, if you're afraid of spiders, love that spider enough just to leave it alone, you know? Now, some of you are going, well, what about rapists and pedophiles and murderers? Okay, yeah, same for them. Because deep down, they have been messed with and hurt by this world enough for them to start doing things. Or they've been in a position where they have had their mental, chemicals completely messed up, whether it is, through lack of proper parenting, foods that could actually enhance, mental instabilities, a whole list of things. when you fall in love with this world and when you forgive this place and when you are aware that absolutely everybody right now is completely broken, you end up getting an inner peace and you're able to transcend from being aggressive or depressed or full of anxiety to somebody who actually can care and show that they care. Oftentimes we get so caught up with what we have been through and we're saying, I'm hurt, I'm hurt. Okay, everyone is hurt. That's okay. We're all hurt. Everyone is hurt. Pain is pain. There is no level to who is more traumatized than the other person, because some people are passive aggressive and some people are not. Some people show their pain and some people don't. Now, what I have learned from karma on my behalf is, again, everything that I've ever done, whether it was right or wrong or smart or stupid, I was completely aware of what I was doing, and I have apologized to everybody. Everyone. The majority of my learning and growing is because I knew I was supposed to, and I knew that nobody's going to listen to somebody talk about the soul if they haven't gone through the trenches themselves. That's why people don't take to psychiatry very well. No offense to anybody who's interested in that, but you need to go through the same dirt roads as, John and Jane, because they're not going to listen to you. And it's not an offense to you, it's just an automatic defense mechanism that, people have developed. You want freedom? Give a shit about this place. You have to. You have to. You cannot stay stuck on yourself. Beautiful thing about trust is, if you don't trust people and you have a problem with trusting people, the really cool thing is if you know that you cannot trust this person and you know that they're broken, don't involve trust at all. Just care about the fact that they're broken and that you just want them to be okay. Simply put. The same thing goes with love and every single other emotion that you can have that is a gift to another person. So, I want to talk about financial good karma, because all of you are very stuck on money, which maybe you should stop, because that's the root to all evil and it's incredibly unhealthy. And being fixed on, how much money you're going to make and how you can do this and how you can do that, in reality, it's very unhealthy. It's just not good for the soul. Now, when I received my good karma when it comes down to finances was, I've never cared about money. I would just simply give it. No questions asked, no pay me back. If I said, help me if you can, whenever I might need it, thank you, that's it. The thing is you won't die with your money. Your money goes to someone else, or it goes back to the bank, or all of these other things. Money does not carry memories. And with all of that being said, if you want something as far as financial is concerned, you need to give it without thinking about it. Right? That's right. This is Amber. She's beautiful. Give. Don't worry about your receive. If you want to receive something, you just give. You cannot sit back and worry about yourself. You cannot sit back and think about your needs. If you want to heal because you are in a place that's broken, then what you do is you just heal. There are no baby steps. You want to have peace in your life, all you do is you give peace. You give it. You give to receive. That includes yourself. So, you want harmony. You want to go to bed at night and actually sleep for a full night without having your brain go off and on fire. You want to be able to forgive yourself and forgive other people. You just simply do it. Understand that this place is still growing. Everyone is still growing. You ask for forgiveness all the time from God. And if you don't ask for forgiveness from God, then you try and find some logical reason to, forgive yourself. With that in mind, logic. Logic can be incredibly useful and incredibly dangerous. If you stay logical all the time without putting your logic into an emotional way where you emotionally find, the logic points and vice versa, you could cause yourself a lot of damage. So, logically, if you look at the world and you're like, everyone's broken, okay, good. Now you apply that into your emotion, and then that emotion develops, and then you'll end up having a little bit more harmony. The steps to figure out if you're on the right track is it goes from, I'm not going to allow this person's negativity to affect me anymore. It goes from one solitary person to a whole group of people to the entire world. And from that, then it goes into yourself, and then you transcend from being fixated on your own problems to understanding that everyone has problems, forgiving those problems, understanding those problems, and it's not a matter of getting over it, it's a matter of forgiving it. There is no other way around it, and you cannot take baby steps with it. You literally have to do it, just like the phrase Nike, just do it. And the key to undoing it is exactly as I've been saying. Know where everyone is located, know that everyone is broken, know that money is the root of all evil, know that you live in this system that has been created to turn you into a zombie and put you in a place where you'll just consistently stay unhappy. Nobody wants to live in this world like this. Nobody wants to chase a damn paycheck until they have to go into the ground or be cremated. Nobody wants this. Nobody. Nobody wants war, nobody wants death, nobody wants pain, nobody really wants revenge. If people have hurt you and you're running around going, I want revenge on that person, what happened to them? It was probably far worse than what they've ever done to you. Stop worrying about how you have been affected and worry about how others have been affected. Be fair. Because not a lot of people are going to sit back and think about, where you are. I mean, you do it for yourself. I'll do it for you as well. I think about where everyone's located. Be what you want. There is no extra way about it. You want to have peace, give peace. You want to have money, you give money. You want to have somebody to love you unconditionally for the rest of your existence, then you love this world unconditionally for the rest of your existence. And that soul that you deserve, that divine love, will be right there. And it will probably be something that scares you at first, but you'll be okay. Because that fear is so tiny. If you're used to having issues with trust, the person who's your divine love, you won't feel that for them. In my case, I had, I guess you could say, I have a lot of pet peeves. So I'm a very serious person, and the person who is my divine love is my exact opposite. So all of my pet peeves are natural, common things for that divine love to do, and they won't affect you. You'll just smile and be grateful for them. Be grateful. If you're alive and you can listen to this and you can see my face and you can breathe and you can live, and the people you love are still here, or at least you see signs of them, there's nothing about you that is disabling. You can do anything. You want to be stronger, you simply just do it. The trick is doing it through others. You can't worry about yourself. Because when you worry about yourself and when you're selfish, that is the only thing you will ever get in return. I guess that's really all I have to say. I guess while I'm here, I might as well say something else, though. I've gone through the path of selfishness, and I've gone through the path of selflessness, and I have forgiven myself, and I have forgiven others, and there's enough dirt on my boots between what I have done and what others have done to me. But I have found my own peace. It wasn't hard. It sure as hell wasn't easy, though. I had to look at myself in the mirror so many times and realize how selfish I really could be, or how selfish I really was, by expecting somebody to care about me when in reality, I didn't even care about me at the time. People say life is unfair. No, it's just brand new. All of you are brand new. And all of you are still growing. And you will grow and grow and grow until every form of you doesn't exist anymore. But that's impossible because you'll always be. There's no such thing as death. A lot of you might watch this and sit back and just be like, no, I come first. No, you don't, because to be completely fair, you really are not that important to come first. You haven't done much to put yourself on such a pedestal. You can say, I feed the homeless, and I do this, and I do all of these charity things. But let's say you're in a relationship that, is incredibly selfish on your end and blah, blah, blah. I know, I'm rambling. I tend to do that, and I'm sorry. It's a long video, and whoever has watched this entire thing, to you, rock on. But coming from somebody who has been hurt by other people, and coming from somebody who has hurt other people, I'm not saying this to bullshit anybody or make myself look good or have followers or be famous, because frankly, I don't give a shit. I don't. I just want this place to be okay because I have a child. And I have people who I love so deeply. And I love people who I don't even know deeply as well. I want you to be able to jump anywhere in this world and live and have peace and go fishing or climb a tree or build a birdhouse, whatever your heart desires. I want everyone to be able to live. And I mean that. But I'm not going to sit back and say, you deserve the best and leave it at that. You actually have to bust your ass emotionally. So all of your flaws, trust issues, love issues, insecurity issues, take all of that, throw it out the window, just give. Look at everybody as if it were yourself. Look at everybody as if they are exactly like you, because they are. Just care. Be free, go home, give back to this place. Or then you'll just stay as you are, and you don't deserve that. Everyone deserves a chance. But if you want that chance and you want to be happy, you have to earn it. You have to give to get it. Give to receive. Sorry for all of the loops and rephrasing. I can't stress how important it is for all of us, every single last soul, to come back home. And what that means is to be free, be happy, be at love, be at peace. I can't stress that enough. Thank you for listening.